Sir, am I audible to you now?
Yes, madam, audible, but a little bit echo is there, madam.
Okay, okay. So now can you tell me any echo is there, sir?
Yes, madam. Now it's okay. Fine.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So welcome to all the panel members who have joined us for this panel discussion. Um, so we'll be starting within a minute, probably at 2 o'clock. I think we are also live on YouTube. So hope whoever have parents are joining us, probably they'll be doing that. So this panel discussion is basically intended to give an idea about the various branches of engineering that we have. And today we happen to start with the mechanical engineering branch, the very core branch of engineering, which we can say. And today we have a lot of experts on this panel discussion who are basically very much into the mechanical branch since many years, and those who have experience in the industry, and also those who have studied and gone through this college. So today I have among us, I think we have the head of the department, Mr. Satyanarayana sir, the head of the Department of Mechanical Engineering, and we have Shivraj sir, who is the coordinator academics. Then we have Ravi Kumar sir, who is the head in competency development cell. And then we have Mr. Pela Srinivas Rao, director technical training, who is our industry expert for today. And then we have Mr. Balashauri, who is the coordinator training and placement. And then we have Sharat Kumar sir, who is the alumni student of mechanical engineering branch, and Ajay Kumar sir, who is the coordinator R&D mechanical department, and SS Raju sir, who is our ED cell entrepreneurship development cell coordinator. I welcome you all, sir, for this panel discussion on the careers in mechanical engineering today.
Thank you,
So
madam.
I do, yeah. So I'll
Thank
just
you, ma'am.
start off this panel discussion, starting with the general queries which the parents have. So that we do understand what are their main emphasis on, what is the main things that they are looking for. Okay, so first I would like to start with Satyanarayana sir, who is the head of the Department of Mechanical Engineering. So sir has done his PhD in 2014 in Mechanical Engineering and MTech in 2002 Production Engineering from JNTU Hyderabad. He also has his BTech degree from Andhra University Vizag and is currently working as professor and head of the Department of Mechanical Engineering. He has published 50 research papers in referred national and international journals, conferences, and 2 books in the areas of his research. He has also received Best Paper Publication Award once in an international conference, and he has published an Australian patent with societal impact concept. He has more than 175 Google Scholar citations, and he has completed one UGC project worth rupees 3.51 lakhs, which has come through AICT Modrops. And also he has had a lot of projects and consultancy projects which are worth more than 30 lakhs. So he has applied a research project under AICT RPS in the area of 3D printing worth 25 lakhs, and it is in the final review process. He developed a CNC lab and contributed for establishing a workshop, and his areas of specialization and research are subtractive and additive manufacturing techniques. He has successfully guided 13 researchers for MTech degrees and 30 BTech projects. Currently, he is guiding a lot of UG and PG projects also in additive manufacturing domain. I welcome you, sir, Satyanarayana, sir.
Thank you for your nice introduction, madam.
Yeah. So today, let us start with the person who is the main head of the department. Sir, I would just like to ask you. I would like to start with you since you are the head of the department.
Okay, madam.
So the main question which is on the people's mind, or which is probably on all the aspirants' mind, is Can we opt for mechanical engineering? Is it a good career? Do we have a good career if you take up mechanical engineering branch? And let me also know what are the strengths of your mechanical department in the College of VNR. Sir.
Good afternoon to all, and welcome to the panel discussion on careers in mechanical engineering. Certainly, you can opt for mechanical engineering degree. Mechanical engineering is one of the broadest and oldest engineering disciplines in the world. Mechanical engineering deals with the design and manufacturing of a product right from planning to marketing. If you look at the middle of the fourth industrial revolution, technology is advancing at an unprecedented rate. Automation has impacted most industries. Hence, mechanical engineering has become one of the most favored branches of engineering in recent times. Mechanical engineers in India are in high demand due to the rapid industrialization of the nation, particularly the Make in India program. Mechanical engineering is such a discipline where there will always be a demand for skilled engineers. According to a recent report, the employment of mechanical engineers is projected to grow 9% by 2026, which is comparatively high considering the present scenario. Students are actively recruited by private and public sectors in various industries. Gone are the days when mechanical engineers were restricted to manufacturing units. Now, with additional skills, they can hold senior positions in managerial and administrative fields, even in the IT sector. Mechanical engineers have high demand worldwide, since all the countries require skilled mechanical professionals who can contribute to their growth. If we are looking forward to work in foreign countries, Germany and the US have the highest demand for mechanical engineers, and they are top in terms of pay. So undoubtedly, mechanical engineering is an evergreen branch and is a right path to choose as your career. This is the answer to my first question, madam. I'm starting the second question. So, answer to the second question, madam. Actually, VNRVJIET is one of the top engineering colleges in TS and AP India. The institute is recognized by 4 government accreditations, namely the National Board of Accreditation (NBA), National Assessment and Accreditation Council (NAC), Hotel Ranking of Institutions on Innovation Achievements area, and MHRD National Institute Ranking Framework (NRF) with a rank of 113 in engineering stream, the best among the stand-alone private institutions in both TS and Andhra Pradesh. VNRVJIET has secured the diamond category by QS iGauge subject rating in engineering. Over a period of 27 years, VNRVJIET is constantly focused on the holistic development of the students. As far as the mechanical department concerned in the institute, the department was established at the time of inception of the institute in the year 1995. It offers one undergraduate program, BTech Mechanical Engineering, with an intake of 120, and 2 master's programs, MTech in Advanced Manufacturing Systems and MTech in CAD/CAM with an intake of 18 each. The department also offers PhD degree through JNDUH and AICT and EF scheme. Regarding the infrastructure, the department has spacious and ICT facilities provided classrooms and laboratories with advanced state-of-the-art facilities such as additive manufacturing, robotics and automation, and industry-oriented manufacturing machines and testing equipment. And regarding labs, department has 15 laboratories and has an exclusive laboratory for emerging technology on 3D printing and a center of excellence in area of joining technology and solar energy. The department also has industry-sponsored labs. In the faculty perspective, the department has 36 well-experienced faculty with 13 supporting staff. More than 55% of faculty are doctorates, and the remaining all are pursuing their doctoral degrees. Regarding research, faculty have received grants worth of more than 1.5 crore from various funding agencies, and the department has more than 13 patents. The faculty has published more than 1,000 research papers in good quality journals. One among has the highest impact factor of 29.5. Regarding student activities, students are encouraged to join academic and professional organizations to build leadership, communication, and networking skills. The student chapter of the American Society of Mechanical Engineers ASME is a highly active organization promoting teamwork and collaboration throughout the duration of a student's academic career. The student participate in various national and international competitions under the ASME student chapter of the department and have won distinguished prizes and awards nationally. One of the alumni has invented world's first hazy helmet through a startup supported by the institution. And thank you very much and welcome to VNRVJIET. I want to add one more point. Mechanical engineering is not a gender-based education. Even girls and boys can easily join in mechanical engineering. In fact, in our department, uh, at least, almost 30% of the students are girls. Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for adding that last note
Mhm.
where you said that mechanical is equivalently good for the girls. Yeah,
Yeah.
mechanical is basically given that perception of being an all boys branch. But
Uh,
definitely that is being broken nowadays. I do understand that. And I think there are more people on this panel discussion who can more elaborately discuss on that point also. So next, I would like to go to Shivraj sir, who happens to be the coordinator of academics. So he is institute level coordinator academics. He's also the member development department academic committee, department development committee, and he's BVOS member also. He's also the PRC project review committee member for mechanical branch, syllabus revision committee for PG courses, and syllabus progression committee member for PG from 2011 onwards. He's also a member department accreditation and autonomy committee for NBA, NAC, UGC, JITH. He also happens to be the NBA program coordinator for BTech in 2016, and he has served at institute level also in various capacities, especially with respect to academics. So he was there involved in the NAC, he was there involved in the mock inspection committees and fact finding committees, and a lot of things which are related to academics. And we thought that he is the right person who can emphasize more related to the academics aspect. Not only just this, he does have a lot of personal achievements also, where he has got various levels of grants for conducting e-conference. He has got a grant of 1.67 lakh from AICT. He has got a travel grant from UGC. He has got a travel grant for 1.93 lakhs from UGC also in 2015. He has got the best paper award also from Anna University Chennai. He was the reviewer of SERV funding proposal and the International Journal of Industrial Engineering Theory, Applications and Practice. He is a reviewer of the Journal of Institution of Engineers Series C and International Journal of Advanced Research and Innovative Ideas in Education. He has received certificate of appreciation for paper presentation in International Conference on Additive Manufacturing and 3D Printing, and he has also got the second prize for paper presentation in a national level technical conference at Visakhapatnam also. So it's a really great honor to have a person like this with a lot of a high profile and a lot of things behind his back. And he happens to be rightly our coordinator for academics. So I just want to ask you, sir. So many parents do come to us with a lot of doubts related to academics. I just want to understand or let the parents understand. So, how do you think this VNR autonomy status or the academic curriculum is basically able to give the student what do you call the freedom to explore the various domains of their interest? So, can you throw some light on that, sir? Shivraj, sir?
Thank you, madam. So first of all, I would like to uh, welcome all the um, dignitaries over here as well as the audience. First thing about autonomy, that VNRVJIET received autonomy under JNTH in the year 2011. And with this autonomy, we got the flexibility to frame our own academic curriculum as well as to conduct the examinations. The academic curriculum which is being offered at for BTech Mechanical Engineering program is basically a choice-based credit system program which allows the students to select the courses, especially in the professional electives and the open elective domains. The curriculum has been framed such that it has got a total of 160 credits, and these 160 credits cater to various theoretical courses, practical courses, project related courses, the elective courses. Now coming to the actual question, how the students can explore the courses of their own domain or interests. The first option that we provide is through professional elective. Professional electives are the courses which belong to the same discipline but are rather like specialized or advanced one. So our curriculum has got specialized courses, especially in the field of finite element method, computational fluid dynamics, then composite materials, non-conventional energy sources. So these are like few of the courses which I'm telling, but the student has got a big basket to select from it. The second avenue that we provide is through open elective courses. Now, open elective courses are also part of this 160 credit structure. But what we have done is we have designed these open electives as tracks, that is horizontal tracks, wherein a student has to pursue one course in each of the third year first semester, third year second semester, fourth year first semester, and fourth year second semester. So each of these horizontal track has been designed based on the emerging technologies. And to name a few, we have artificial intelligence and machine learning, data science, cyber security, Internet of Things, then blockchain technology, smart cities, robotics. There are many. Somewhere around, like I can say, there are 15 tracks. So this is where the students, like the prospective students, they can think of doing mechanical engineering as well as gain the knowledge with reference to the domain of these emerging technologies. So even if we like take the third option, which is minor degrees, it has been introduced recently, wherein the student has to pursue additional 18 credits. Apart from the regular 160 credits which he takes up for study, the student has to pursue additional 18 credits. And the minor degrees that we offer, they are also in the areas of emerging technologies. So we have AI and ML, then cyber security, Internet of Things, and data sciences. So this would be additional burden on the student, but it will definitely fetch the student in exploring various domains as well as will grow their future prospects. And those who have the zeal to innovate and to become an entrepreneur, they can take up a minor degree in innovation and entrepreneurship. That is also being offered. So we are offering various avenues for the students to choose their courses, their interest courses, and they can like improve their knowledge as well as they can further their career growth. I hope I have answered the question, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So actually, what you said is very nice, sir. Especially the minor degrees aspect, I think, which you have very aptly introduced at the right time or the right context to bridge this divide, whatever the parents are looking for. So any parent who walks in, so generally they do have only one thing in mind. I think now the perception has to be broken with the introduction of these minor degrees. And I definitely say that VNR has a culture, or the academic structure itself has a culture where they keep up updating themselves at regular intervals, and they do introduce things which are beneficial to the students at various levels in various capacities. So thank you so much, sir, for that briefing about the academics aspect. Thank you for that. So,
Thank
and
you,
I
ma'am.
do hope the parents will be able to have an idea about what we were talking about in the context of academics.
Yes.
So next, I would like to go to Ravi Kumar sir, who happens to be our head and competency development cell. So sir also happens to be the professor from mechanical engineering department who is holding this institute level post. Sir is a doctorate from Jawaharlal Nehru University, and he is also having a lot of projects which he has done. So he has an AICT RPS project worth 7.84 lakhs. He has completed one project, AICT RPS project at 15.7 lakhs, and he's also completed the DRDO CARS project, which is rupees 9.91 lakhs. So a lot of research work. He has published a lot of research papers in various domains, and also he has done a brief stint of 2 years as a principal to in one of the colleges, and right now he is heading our competency and development cell. So he has been involved at the department level also as institute academic committee member, project review committee member, and also department development committee member. So he's also coordinator for the DST FIST. So a very right person to have here at the institute level, where we are talking about competency, especially in the context of how the students of VNR stand among their peer group. So, sir, I would like to just ask you. So, how are we training, especially in VNR, how such that our students are competent enough among the peer groups? Sir? So, please, sir, on that.
Sir, please unmute.
Oh. Thank you, madam. Your nice introduction about me, and good afternoon to all of you. Yeah, actually, I want to share that what are the consequences happen to establishment of Competency Development Center VNRVJIET. Actually, we are aware of the present industry scenario. After completion of the BTech 4 years degree is not sufficient to get the good employability. That means with recruited at the high amount of the package. So unless until you have acquired some set of skills to meet the industry needs as per the industry 4.0, that is the physical cyber system, industry 4.0. So many technologies involved in this industry 4.0 like Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, machine learning, 3D printing, robotics, autonomous transportation, new material bags, etc. As per the, if you look into the reports given by the India Skills Report 2021, more than 50% of the Indian workforce is not having the required skill set to get the good employability after completion of their 4 years degree course. Another report is given by the World Economic Forum, that is the Future of Jobs report. Most of the Indians workforce will need to be upskilling of their skills to meet the demands of the evolving employability by 2022. Here, the government of India is given the slogan is the skill, reskill and upskill. This is very important to everybody. Is already skill for the purpose of the skill. Already our academic coordinator is just now told that he has to be given the some elective tracks like to meet the industry 4.0. All these skills has to be student and learn in the academics along with the academic in the classroom. In spite of that, too, the CDC has to be look into that to give the additional skills to the train to the student through the training along with the academics. If you see into the report given by the World Economic Forum by 2022, the technology adaptation in the industry sector as more than 75% of industries are adopting these type of technologies like Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, machine learning, 3D printing, as additive manufacturing, robotics, automation like this. So keep in view of this, we established the Competency Development Center, CDC, in VNRVJIET in the April 2018. The objective of the Competency Development Center is to design and organize the various training and development programs to the students and faculty on strategically relevant competencies along with academic to make them industry ready. So the CDC is focused mainly on organizing the emerging technology trainings programs to the faculty and make them trainer. Our faculty member has to be trained in the particular emerging technology. They become as a trainer, and this trainer is plan education of the employability skills training courses to the students and dissemination of the internship opportunities to the students to the respective HODs and training and placement divisions. So this is the concept about the behind that establishment of the CDC in VNRVJIET. As coming to the mechanical engineering department, the CDC is organized to arrange the 30 to 32 hours training in various skills for better employability along with the academics from second year onwards. Second year, third year, concerned more on second and third year students in given the training in the areas of C and data structures, Python learning by doing, machine learning for engineering applications, MATLAB, Hypermesh, soft skills, ANSYS, FEM, etc. So all these skills has to be suited for better employability in the industry sector at the present day. So these are the activities here be given to the students from the CDC. I wish you all the best and welcome you all to join VNRVJIET family. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for laying emphasis on the trainings which you are providing to the students, and especially in the context of mechanical engineering, if you say, so the softwares which you are mentioning, like ANSYS and all, so these are mostly available at the industry level. So these things, if they're really getting a hands-on experience at the department level itself, I do think it carries a lot of weightage to their resume also, and it gives them more more what do you call potential to be competent among their peer group. Thank you, sir. Thank you for emphasizing
Welcome, madam.
on all the activities being done at VNR.
Thank you.
So next, I would like to call upon our next panel discussion, a person who is an industry expert. So Dr. Srinivasrao Pedla, who happens to be our Director, Technical Training, CANT Limited. So, sir has got a lot of experience. So, he has got 2.5 decades of rich experience in training and teaching profession, and he is into CAD/CAM, CAE, and manufacturing industry, CNC programming, quality engineering, research and development, and emerging technologies. So, he was the class topper in ME Automation and Robotics from Osmania University, Hyderabad, and he has published research papers in a couple of international and multiple national conferences. So he is recipient of Best Manager of the Year award for the consecutive years of 2008, 9, and 10, and Mark of Excellence award for the years of 2017 and 20 at CANT Limited, Hyderabad. So he's also on the advisory boards as academic council member for Centurion University, Bhubaneswar, and for a private university like KL University and VNRVJIET AS, and as an advisor for a few of the engineering institutions across South India. So he has recommended the syllabus for robotics course for Advanced Training Institute ATI Hyderabad, and he has delivered a lot of guest lectures in India, Singapore, and USA on emerging skills titled Industry 5.0, Next Generation Technologies, Industry 4.0, Future Skills 2030, and Building Future Ready Workforce. So he's a technology columnist for Enadu Telugu newspaper, published 3 columns on internship, millennials and Industry 4.0. He has delivered a talk on implementation of Industry 4.0 technologies. 35 first and second generation entrepreneurs, industrials have attended at Chellapalli Industrial Estate, Hyderabad. So he is the jury member to evaluate the hackathon AIML IoT at IIIT Hyderabad. So he has been invited by the Institute of Engineers India and Computer Society of India, Bangalore, as keynote speaker. So he is the founder and president of an NGO, Tadastu Foundation, where they are serving around 100 kids and 25 old age people, which is operational for 9 years, and he is leading a group of blood donors willing to extend their support 24/7. So what a profile, sir. So where you are involved in every way possible, both at the academic level, at the industry level, and as well as a social person where you are helping out, reaching out to many people. Sir, thank you for being part of this panel discussion, sir. And I would like to ask you one question related to the what the parents are mostly keep asking us. So, how do you think a mechanical engineering stream has basically evolved in terms of creating a niche for itself as per the industry needs? And similarly, how do you think our VNR students, especially, how do they fare relatively with their peer group in creating a niche for themselves? So, on this, sir.
Thanks for the warm welcome, Sudha madam. It is indeed a good question and a contemporary question as well. Let me answer the first part of it. Before I go to that, I would like to greet, hi everyone, good afternoon. First, I would like to thank management and the faculty of VNRVJIET for creating an opportunity to meet the young and dynamic aspiring engineers who want to be aspiring engineers, and that too who are actually interested in joining the mechanical engineering. Happy to meet all of you virtually. Because you're all new to engineering, when we talk about evolution, we also should know what is happening around us. So let me ask you simple questions. One, how frequently do you see several models and varieties of mobile phones that are actually in the market? Second, how many models of the automobile cars are there in the world? Right from the traditional car, electric car, and autonomous car, okay, and all. And third, the fashion in the market. The wardrobe actually is getting outdated. If you ask the lady engineers, they will come to know. They'll actually tell you that how outdated actually the fashion in the next minute or in next 1 hour. So let us ask ourselves, who is behind the change and innovation that is happening? So what is the design life of these components or the products? One, mobile, the design life, every 3 months there is a change in the mobile, like a model, okay, a new model in the market. So every 6 months to 1 year, you will able to see new automobile in the roads. So every day there are innovations happening, and that too in the fashion market. If you go to Paris, the fashion market, the moment you see and select the fashion apparel, it actually get outdated in next minute. So that is actually in the rapidly, frequently, consistently changing. So who is actually behind all these? How are we coping up with the change in the world? The change is not rapidly; it is exponentially and astronomically happening. So in that case, the mechanical engineers are okay workforce behind this. We, for example, if you talk about like if you Google yourself, who is Charles Babbage? The Charles Babbage is a father of computers, the computing machine. First of all, the computing machine has been what's called made with mechanical devices and electronics. The mechanical device is Charles Babbage happened to be a mechanical engineer. So recently, the movie Rocketry that actually you see what is happening. The hero of the Rocketry movie, the Nambi Narayanan, who happened to be the architect of the Vikas engine, the which runs on liquid propellant, is a mechanical engineer. So there are several people, okay, that are actually mechanical engineers who have contributed to the world, and the mechanical engineering has been evolving. It actually, when we talk about artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, big data, then it all goes into robotics again. So if you Google yourself, what is robotics? It talks about first mechanical engineering. The mechanical engineer who is the who designs the entire robot and then hand it over to the other people. So that is the reason there is a branch called mechatronics. So mechatronics is amalgamation of interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary subject, mechanical, electrical, electronics, and computer science. So for everything, the primary or the the first step will be actually we start with the mechanical engineering. The products that you see around you, the engineering that you see, the engineering marvel that you see around yourself is all because of the hard work or smart work of the mechanical engineers. So when we talk about how mechanical engineering is evolving, then we should actually talk about the industrial revolution. So, some of the speakers have even mentioned the industrial revolution 1.0 to 5.0. So there is actually indeed the evolution of mechanical engineering comes with the development of tooling and machinery. So wherever you have a product, there is a tooling and machinery involved. So during World War II, how it has evolved, I'm talking about it. So during World War, mechanical engineers have contributed in the design and improvement of fighter airplanes, tanks, vehicles, machines, ammunition, and many more. The mechanical engineering has contributed like anything during World War. Okay, that is, in fact, it is actually sad and it is also a happy and good news that we have contributed to the World War like anything. So the development of the development of any nation depends on two things: one, manufacturing; the other one, research and development. So when we talk about mechanical engineering, we always have R&D and manufacturing, which goes hand in hand, which is actually inevitable, and it's a continuous process. So there is no death for this particular department. This is actually a never end, like Satya Mechanical HOD is even mentioned that it is a promising. It will always give you the promising future, and it is a bright future. So I also second his opinion that we have a bright future, and going ahead is also actually a greenery. And when you say the moment I say greenery, we also contribute to the green engineering, clean and green engineering. Now the world is talking about climate change. So even entire world, G7, G20, whatever the countries, they're all talking about climate change. So a mechanical engineer is going to contribute to the green engineering like anything. The opportunities are enormous. The canvas is very wide. Whatever you want, you can paint. That is the beauty of the today's world. So new product improvements, new product inventions, new product initiatives, these are all actually to meet the customer changing demands of the customers. to meet the changing demands of the customers, we need to evolve, we need to learn, and we need to update ourselves, and then keep the abreast of the technologies. Keep learning is only one mantra. Okay, so there are actually people say practice, practice, practice. So you have to, and also the kind of information that we are accessing, that is also important to the bright career. So virtually every product service is demanding the which is helping the humankind, is demanding mechanical engineers role. Okay, you see, we are trying to solve today's problems and creating a future solutions in healthcare, energy, transportation, mining, okay, and space exploration and climate change, whatnot. And it is untouched. You see, the introduction of 5G is now very is going to help robotic surgery. The surgery mission is built by mechanical engineers. So the penetration of engineering is into everywhere. It may be actually there will be some superimposing and overlapping of some of the technologies from computer science, electronics, and electrical. All in all, the mechanical engineering has evolved like anything. It is actually throwing a number of several solutions to the problems. Okay, to the single problem. I'm talking about one problem has many solutions, and on a lighter note, mechanical engineer can be a good husband also. Somewhat actually, someone said. Okay, so I was proud of that. I always claim that. So in similar way, when we talk about one of the speakers talked about additive manufacturing. See, the additive manufacturing, how it is going to revolutionize the world. While you have a cup of coffee in the coffee shop, you give it, you actually hand over your automobile to the mechanic. While you have a cup of coffee, he will just change the engine. So it is just a matter of time. It's a matter of actually 5 to 10 minutes. So nowadays in the traditional car, if you want to change the engine, you need to actually shut down the car for 4 or 5 days. If it is depend on the spare parts that comes from Germany, Japan, the lead time is going to be 30 days, 60 days. So, but with the introduction of additive manufacturing, you can print whatever you want. In the International Space Station, someone actually wants some particular bolt or spanner, then it is not that easy to send from ground station to the International Space Station the nut and bolt. So they have sent a 3D printer and said, print whatever you want. Okay, so don't ask that, no, I want bolt, I want washer, nut, spanner. Please print whatever you want. They just sent a editor, or it's called a 3D printer. So it's going to invade into your home, that everyone will have a 3D printer. You can print whatever you want. You just have to have the basic drawing. Okay, so that is anyhow it is going to be available based on the intellectual properties that we have. So how is the engineering industry is changing? So in the digital age, the introduction of digital age, in one of the speakers talked about emerging technologies. So with the inventions and opportunity for having a startup, even mechanical HOD has touched upon startups. One of your student happened to be involved in starting a startup. So the other opportunities, one, you can become an engineer and work for life, and second, you become an entrepreneur and give jobs to some other people. So create jobs for some other people. This is the other kind of opportunity that you have being a mechanical engineer. So the developments in the defense sector have been rapid and ongoing. The defense sector feeds like anything, feeds many engineers, many families like anything. So hope Sudha madam, I have answered the first question. If it is incomplete, let me know what actually you wanted and expected.
No, so perfect answer.
Thank you, madam. So second part, we see all the students as one family, whether he is from VNRVJIET or CBIT or Vasavi. But particularly when we interact with the VNRVJIET students, their practical approach and their intellectual levels are what's called far or better than the other students community. So that is what actually I can assure of you. Thank you. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for giving us a broader view about what all mechanical engineering has scope for. And I really like the way you said about 3D printing. Print whatever you want. So I think in VNR also we do have a lot of 3D printers in the mechanical department, which almost every department makes use of. And as you said, there are a lot of amalgamation of branches coming in together, and very happy to know that a mechanical person has to be there in every field. I do agree with that aspect also. Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing your views on this. Next, I would like to go to Mr. Balashauri, sir, who happens to be the professor in the Department of mechanical engineering. So Balashwari sir is also working in the mechanical engineering department. So he is our coordinator for training and placement. So sir, I would like to ask you, so what are the things that as part of being in the college as VNR student in mechanical engineering that a student can expect to pursue his dream job? So what are the activities that as a coordinator from the mechanical department that you people do to ensure that they land up with their dream jobs? So on that, sir.
Please unmute, sir. Balashari, sir, please unmute.
So good afternoon, all. So for dream job of VNRVJIET students, the training program for mechanical engineering student starts from third year onwards. So the training programs are included in the timetable itself, like technical training, communication skills, organization skills, problem solving skills, creative skills, adaptive skills, analytical reasoning, innovative thinking, leadership skills, time management. And after this, all these, when the student undergoes all these types of trainings, the students will write AMCAT examination. So this AMCAT score is valid for almost all the companies across India. So once this examination, students who passed, that score is valid, and after that we call the companies for our campus drive. So the core companies for mechanical engineers like Saint, Blue Star, Technic FMC, Honda Mobis, Hyundai Transys, LTTS, Ramki Group, Torrent Gas, WEM Technologies, Penar Industries, Mautech Consulting, Ramki Environ, Engineers, Voltas, Nara Robotics, ZF, and Velitics. So these are the companies which comes for selecting our students. So apart from this, the training program actually starts from first year onwards on C, data structures, and Python in second year. And for every student, Examly portal is provided, so they can practice the examination and they can become confident from first year onwards who are opting. And these programs are for the students who are opting for software jobs, madam. So these are the things or training programs in first year and second year opting for second software jobs, madam. And whatever the companies which are visiting, they are extremely good, and their packages are more than 6 lakhs, madam. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for elaborating on what are the trainings and things that you are giving to the students of mechanical engineering branch. And I do hope that most of the students have very well settled in their life. On that note, so let me bring our alumni onto board, Sharad Kumar Batula, so who happens to be our 2015 and 19 batch student. Sharad Kumar Vatila, so welcome to this panel discussion. And I would like to know what you're doing right now. So, just from your word of mouth. And similarly, how do you think that VNR has helped you in shaping your career or your life?
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the introduction. So, hi, everyone. So, I would like to tell you about what I am doing currently and, how VNR has helped me in shaping my career. So, I joined in Deloitte through the campus placement provided by VNR. So, with that, Deloitte being the big four, which trained me and which shaped my career in a way like, where I can go anywhere in the world and, I can go and work anywhere in the world. So that is the confidence I got from Deloitte. That was possible because of VNR. So as the knowledge, as far as the knowledge I have, like along with the peers I worked with Deloitte, there are many people came from the different institutions in Hyderabad. So the amount of knowledge that we get in our college is like tremendous. And I mean because we had the placements in 2019, back in 2019. Then we have only like Deloitte was going recruiting only few colleges, like Deloitte's recruitment was like only 2%. If they interview for 100 people, they will only select two candidates. So during that time, Deloitte has recruited 56 members from VNR. You can imagine how VNR is putting the efforts in student to develop the placement. And I can strongly say that VNR has put a lot of efforts in training and placements. As I believe, like people who are pursuing engineering and who are going to pursue engineering, at the end they want to find their dream job, right? So for that, VNR is like actually providing a great training in terms of core and non-core. But again, coming to the mechanical engineering students, I would say like we have the two opportunities. Like we have a choice to work in core and we have a choice to work in non-core. Non-core as in like now how I am doing in like I am interested in more kind of administrative things, and also that's what I chosen this organization to pursue my career. I am into a audit field, and which I like to do that. So I mean during my colleges I was part of like NSS. That was again the great differentiator of Deloitte, I mean VNRVJIET from other institutions in Hyderabad. I mean not only in Hyderabad, both in Telangana and AP, I would say. So NSS has given a lot of learning opportunities for me. I mean in terms of technical wise, and in terms of social responsibility as well, which helped me in thinking in different aspects of the public, what the public need, what is the improvement that we have to do as an engineer. So that all we got in terms of like again it is the differentiator, and this is the key differentiator of the college. And again in department we have a separate team for like kind of like we were social activities. And in terms of like I was part of many activities that we have conducted in my 2016 to 2019. I was very active in those social activities as well. So there are many other events that department was organizing, and department was helping the NSS. I mean we have done many events, like we have organized many meeting in our department itself with the association of the mechanical department. So these all were contributed to my career. Like I can strongly say like I joined in VNRVJIET with a mindset. People were around me was telling like, why did you choose mechanical? Your brother is in CSC, why did you choose mechanical? I strongly say that you will not get a good job and you will earn less. But that's wrong. I am actually, I mean, in terms of when people told me before I joined the organization, but I proved them I was earning more than my brother, who was a computer science graduate. So it doesn't mean that which branch you are in and which, I strongly believe which college we are in and which mindset we are developing into. So the learning things which we have, and we have to develop a attitude that a learning, whenever you go there, what you are learning. So whatever the job now I'm doing, I was not studying, I mean, in my organization, I mean, in college. So the college has given me the analytical skills and the financial, I mean, financial knowledge that was came from the NSS. And, these are the skills that I developed in my college, and that helped me in pursuing my job. Like I am doing a great, I can say I have moved from Deloitte to now I am currently working in a financial sector, Wells Fargo, as an internal auditor. So I said at the last about my current organization because I want to show you the result that from where to where I have reached upon now. Thank you so much for everyone for providing me this opportunity. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sharad Kumar. I think you have laid the emphasis on many points when you have said about your profile. So you are a mechanical engineer who landed up in Deloitte. So branch is not restricting you. The second thing, You have told about NSS, where you have talked about all-round development of the student. So yes, VNR does have a culture of they're grooming the students in all ways possible. So they give the opportunity to the students. It's only up to them how they take it up and take it forward in their life. And I think Sharad Kumar has very aptly put it in a very good way. And right now he's been to Wells Fargo. So what more to ask, Sharad? On that note, so
Yeah.
thank you for being part of this panel discussion, Sharath, and for sparing your time. And next, I would like to go to just a two more people who I want to talk to as part of this panel discussion. So one is Mr. Ajay Kumar Kaviti, who is the associate professor and he's the head of Center for Solar Energy Materials in VNR, and also he happens to be the R&D coordinator in the Department of Mechanical Engineer. He has many feathers in his cap. So I just would say that he's a very pretty much a correct person to be into the R&D, and especially at the institute level also he's having a very good profile related to R&D, and he happens to be in the mechanical department. So just want to hear out from you also, sir. So how are you inculcating this research culture among your students, and what are the specific areas of R&D which your branch is basically working on, sir?
Thank you, ma'am. A very warm welcome to everyone, and especially the parents and the aspirants who are going to join in VNRVJIET as a mechanical engineer. And when it comes to R&D, the culture of R&D is actually, it has to be nurtured from the very ground level. So we have a culture, especially in VNR and maybe specifically in mechanical. We have many labs, and when it comes to the lab, we have a pattern of performing the experiments. But after conducting all these experiments, we go beyond that and we encourage students actually to do some course project based on the learnings which they have. And there actually the brainstorming begins. Actually, how the thought process actually nurtured, because conventional way giving a question and writing a answer is much easier, but when comes that you have to put a thought to your mind, then generally a reluctance comes in the beginning. But there we give a lot of support to the students how actually they have to really conduct an experiment beyond their curriculum. So there their thought process actually begins. So that way this course projects helps them actually to go beyond their limits to expose themselves. That's one way. And usually we give the areas of the research where the faculties are working on, and we encourage the students to do the internships in those areas. We invite the students come and join with the faculty members, be in their research lab and observe what is the areas of work they are doing it. So that gives actually lot of enthusiasm. In fact, I have seen even from the second year onwards, many students come forward, sir, we want to do some work other than our curriculum. So it gives a lot of joy to see such kind of students and to give them support. And when they do the work, they feel that what we are studying as a theory, but here we are getting an opportunity to practically experience. So that way they develop a taste for actually doing something beyond their books. So that's how we try to help them. And in addition to that, the minor projects and major projects also we try to encourage to give them in the areas of where we are doing the projects. That will also help the students actually to develop a taste for the R&D. And we encourage students to participate in different competitions. As you know, SAI Baha, it is a national level competition where student has to scratch from the scratch. They have to bring it to a final vehicle where they have to compete across the country, including the IITs and NITs. And that is the platform actually given to the students. So these are the some ways we try our students to inculcate R&D. And when it comes to the major areas of R&D, as many speakers told, one is the 3D printing, which is one of the important areas where we have recently we have procured 12 3D printers, and total we have the 15 3D printers in our department. And recently also one biomedical component was also printed, where one of our EIE faculty also used. Even the doctor suggested some way, but here we have designed in a way that where it can be exactly tailor made to fit to his hand. So that kind of tailoring the components is possible when you do this 3D printing. And in 3D printing, mechanical plays a vital role because the concept of design that is actually learned by the mechanical engineers. You can bring that this is how I need a final component, but how to design that one, how to model that one, that all has to be emerged from a mechanical engineer. So this is one of the areas where we are working. And in fact, as HOD already told, that the 3D printed helmet, now they're becoming the entrepreneurs. AC helmets they have, that all are from this 3D printing area. And another area of work we are doing is the joining technologies, where when we have the large components, when we use in the spacecrafts or even the ships, we have to join the different components. We cannot get a huge component as a one. So we have to join together, at the different joinings will be there. So that is one of the another research area where we are having. In fact, recently we have procured one friction stir welding machine, which worth of 16 lakhs. And in that joining technology, our faculty, Dr. Ravi Kumar, he has got more than 30 lakhs of research funding from AICT and DRDO. And another important area we are working is the robotics and automation, where Dr. Srinivas Rao was emphasizing the importance of robotics, how all the other branches are correlated. And in fact, recently we have procured 25 lakhs robotic arm kit, where students can be trained in that. Even the outside students can be taken for the training for this robotic arm. And last one important area we are working is the societal impact research. That is, especially we are working on the pure water, because water is one of the important sources for the sustenance of all living entities. In that, we are trying to find out how we can get a pure water from the salt water or even the brackish water. Interestingly, we have taken the water from the Hussain Sagar and we have purified it, and we understood that there is no bacteria in that. Especially E. coli is one bacteria which will harm the body. But when we purified through our system, that's found that E. coli is zero. It is a very interesting contribution. And this is one of the PhD scholar working on this area. In fact, this area, you could publish a very high impact factor journals. And we are about to get one grant also in this area of solar desalination. So these are all we are trying to involve the students from the BTech, MTech and PhD, where it is an umbrella kind of PhD people will help MTech and BTech. That way we have a complete holistic way how even the undergraduate students can actually get aware and exposed in the R&D sector. In fact, I feel proudly that in a private organizations, this kind of culture is very rarely observed, which I am very happy to share that we have that culture here. Generally, it happened to be there in IITs and to some extent in NITs, not fully also in NITs. So this how we are working in R&D. And the final result of this we have seen is that many students are publishing very good papers, and they are getting the MS opportunity to do MS in USA very easily. I feel 10 to 15 students every year getting very highly reputed institutes for MS in USA. And in addition, this R&D exposure really helped them to get it into very good R&D government organizations like DRDO, ISRO, BHEL, HAL. These are all where the people look forward to work in R&D, and we are trying our best to give this environment to our students in mechanical engineering.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for very much. And I think hearing it from a person who is the best researcher awardee for twice from Indian Society of Mechanical Engineers, and with more than 50 lakhs of funding coming from reputed organizations like DST and DRDO, and having close to century number of publications, with few of them having the highest impact factor journals. And I think Ajay Kumar sir has thrown enough light on how the research culture is in the department and how they're allowing the students at the UG level itself to incorporate them into their projects, whatever they're executing. I think it's a really great way of learning as well as a practical exposure, which no other institution can give at service quoting. So thank you, sir. Thank you for putting that emphasis on the research culture in the department. So since we are all today already going delay with time, so I'll just skip a few things. But let me go ahead with Srinivasa Raju sir, who happens to be our ED cell coordinator, entrepreneurship and development cell coordinator. And since all of us are talking about 3D printing, and very aptly is already our head of the department has talked about it, and Ajay sir also has mentioned it. So they do have an entrepreneur who has become very successful, and also let us hear it out from the ED cell coordinator itself, Mr. Srinivas Raju sir, so that we do understand and appreciate the efforts that the institute or the department is putting in order to bring this kind of skills into the students' mindset. So, Srinivas Raju sir, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, let me thank for giving me an opportunity to explain about our entrepreneurship development cell. Entrepreneurship is recognized as an important driver of economic growth of any country. Even Government of India has recognized the importance of entrepreneurship and has introduced programs like Make in India and Startup India. These programs holds good, especially for mechanical engineering stream. The aim of entrepreneurship development cell is to develop and strengthen the entrepreneurial qualities in the budding professionals who are interested in starting their own ventures. The college provides infrastructure and technical support to the students having innovative ideas to transform into new products and services for the betterment of the society. The EDCL also assists all the aspirants with mentoring, planning, and execution of their startup idea into a real business. Hence, an EDCL was constituted in the college with a dedicated team of actively working faculty along with some student representatives. Aspiring engineer entrepreneurs are groomed with the necessary inputs on how to be a successful entrepreneur through workshops, seminars by eminent people from the industry. The cell also organizes different activities and events like My Big Idea competition, hackathons, expert talks in entrepreneurship and intellectual property, entrepreneurship awareness programs, and e-weeks for time to time to train and motivate the students on entrepreneurship. To foster the culture of entrepreneurship in the institute, Entrepreneurship Development Cell was established officially in the year 2011 with the support from All India Council for Technical Education, New Delhi. And in the year 2014, Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises, which is also a government organization, has recognized our institution as host institution to establish an incubation center under the scheme of support for entrepreneurial and managerial development of incubators. I am very proud to say 3 of our 2016 pass out mechanical engineering students have started incubating. They had an idea, that is air conditioned helmets. They incubated their idea at our institute incubation center. Then they registered one startup company in the name of Josh Innovations Private Limited. So now they are doing well. They are distributing that product even in United Arab Emirates countries also. So to next, actually parents and students are having a doubt, what does an entrepreneurship development cell do? Entrepreneurship Development Cell is a non-profit students organization dedicated to promote the spirit of entrepreneurship among students. The basic aim of EDCL is to encourage college level students today to start their own enterprise. The cell undertakes several activities for students development wherein the students gets corporate exposure while studying and develops the spirit of entrepreneurship, for which we developed one model. The name of that model is VJETM, that is Vigyan Jyoti Entrepreneurship Training Model, in which there are 4 different stages. First one is ideation. To become an entrepreneur or to start any enterprise, it requires an idea. Without idea, it is not possible to become an entrepreneur. So that is why to promote the first stage, that is the ideation, we are conducting My Big Idea competition so that the students are encouraged to generate ideas. Next one is exploration. Merely having idea is not sufficient. You require some useful information also. For that, we are having digital library wherein the students will go and they can get some information regarding their idea. Next one is having an idea and having the information is also not sufficient. You need to test your idea. For testing the idea, you have to do some experimentation. For doing experimentation, we are having excellence center. So every department is having an excellence center. If your idea is having some interdisciplinary aspect, then you can go to other departments excellence center wherein you can work and you can realize your idea into a viable business proposition. Finally, incubation. And in incubation, we are having all the facilities, whatever incubation is required. And we can avail all those facilities. Thank you very much, madam. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for briefing us about the ED cell and its activities. And your entrepreneurs have influenced many people, because we at admission section see a rush of parents wherein they keep asking or telling us that it is your one of your student entrepreneur who has made AC helmets. So they are known as the AC helmet batch, and so these people have influenced, or I think that they have influenced a lot of parents also. That when you come to VNR, you are definitely making out something of the student. You are bringing out the best abilities of the student, and with an expertise and faculty with the highest what you call experience in the entire institute. I think mechanical stands as a very good engineering branch which all the students can opt for. And I do thank all the panel members who are here today for emphasizing the relevance and the importance of mechanical engineering in this context and in the apt time, that is especially during admissions, where the parents and students are basically confused about what which branch they have to take. I think this panel discussion is basically intended to bring out these things into the help them explain or clear their perceptions about few branches. And I do thank all the panel members who are part of this discussion today, helping the parents as well as the students to understand the relevance of mechanical engineering branch. And I do thank Somayajulu sir, who also happens to be our SPOC for the Department of Mechanical Engineering, who has put in his efforts to get this panel discussion happen. So thank you all of you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, man.
Thank you,
so
madam.
much.
Thank you,
you,
madam.
sir.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thanks.